Hey guys, what's up? Gukill here, and this video is kind of a different one. This isn't a build guide or a tutorial or anything. This is just more of a response to some of the discussions that I've seen on live servers since patch 2.4 went live. Taking a look at just general chats and rifting chats, and even looking on forums and just various discussions on Reddit. And right now there is just a ton of people arguing amongst each other within the Demon Hunter community about which build is the best. There's tons of arguments about whether it's UE, whether it's Natalia's, whether it's Legacy of Nightmare. And I mean, there are a lot of condescending remarks being made towards people who have different opinions, and it's not fair to them. And I just thought that I would make a quick video to just kind of address that and just make a point that I think is important to make when it comes to even playing video games in general. I understand that everybody wants to be playing the best build. They don't want to be mocked for playing a build that is significantly subpar. For example, last season, Demon Hunters felt a lot of wrath just for playing the class in general because it didn't really have any real viability in group play. I mean, even though Demon Hunters were more than capable of doing speed 60s all the way up to 65 or 66s, it was just you were treated like a lesser person because you were playing a class that couldn't do it as efficiently as another class. So I understand the kind of feeling that's been built up over the last season of, hey, I want to be what's absolutely the best. But I'm bringing up the leaderboards here to just make a point. Let's take a look at number one. We can obviously see that's an M6 build. Go down, and you can see that this build here is an Natalia's build using Dawn in the offhand and using the new shoulders. So that's pretty cool to see. As we work our way down, you can already see at 80, here's a UE build, which is just going to be what you already know, just using Witching Hour instead, Cindercoat and Dawn for the constant vengeance. You have more UE, and as you go down, I'm not sure that there's going to be anybody who has gotten enough of the shadow set to be super, super powerful with it yet, just because it's kind of tough to get it all together with such a short amount of time. But I can tell you for a fact on the PTR that there was Shadow was up here, and then there was Legacy of Nightmare was also up here in the Great Rift 80s and pushing higher and higher and higher. And keep in mind that this is just a couple days before season is going to go live, so there aren't a lot of people rapidly trying to farm gear, rapidly trying to push up. I mean, this is probably just a lot of people that are just kind of having fun with the new builds that are out and just sticking around with it. The point that I'm trying to make is that there might be a build that is mathematically better than another build. And I think the kind of discussion that goes around is for solo greater rifting at least, that's probably going to wind up being Natalia's, because Natalia's is still the only build that can really push forward as far as greater rifting goes. But at the end of the day, if you can see already just a short glimpse of 2 days into a patch, that there are a bunch of different builds viable in the top 100 for Demon Hunter. I can tell you with all certainty there are at least 6 builds that are all viable for a Greater Rift 80 plus. You've got Unhallowed Essence, you've got Natalia's, you've got Martyrs with Cluster Arrows, there's Martyrs with Chakrams, there is the Legacy of Nightmares, and you still have Shadow set with the Phantom Knives and Impale that hasn't yet appeared on the leaderboards, but it will be very strong, and especially for Season 5, when Hadrig's Gift ends up giving you the 6-piece Shadow set right off the get-go. People will be building around their Shadow set very, very quickly in Season 5. So my suggestion for you guys is to, hey, what is the best Demon Hunter build for Season 5? The best Demon Hunter build is whatever you have the most fun playing and whatever you are the best at playing. Don't get pigeonholed into doing just one thing because it's 1% possibly better than what you are actually playing. I can tell you with all certainty last season, I knew that Natalia's was going to be the best for Season 4 on the leaderboards, and I went to play it and I didn't like it, and it wasn't fun, and bashing my head against the wall with Natalia's just wound up being a more frustrating experience for me, and I figured out pretty quickly that it's a more rewarding experience to play what you think is fun. The positive thing about Demon Hunters this season is they have so much viability across all of their specs, and that's what makes them fun. So find your niche, find what's fun for you to play, and then just focus on just being good at that, because that will end up paying off for you guys later on. Stop arguing amongst each other about which build is the best. This is the one you should go for. No, this is the one you should go for. Experiment for yourself, figure out what's fun, and enjoy your Season 5, guys. Thanks for listening in. I'll catch you guys on another video soon.